Welcome to A Piece of CX. This week we're taking a look at CXone's Copilot for Agent and some of the evolution in the product over the last few releases. So I think the last time we did a video on this was in the summer of 25. So 25.2 would have just been released. There have been 2 subsequent releases and all kinds of little things being added in between. And I'm going to use a Storylane HTML demo to walk you through some of the things here, because realistically, trying to make this work live means I have to get on a phone call with myself and start getting angry with myself, and then it can get a little bit weird. So what we're going to do is walk you through something that we've built with a couple of test calls and talk you through some of these things. So first thing we're going to see here, we've got a brand new call, is journey summary. So journey summary is something that you can use an out-of-the-box prompt, or you can add some details to it and customize it. You'll see here we've got one with summary of customers' journeys. Now, these are previous interactions that have had an auto summarization. So you need auto summary to be working for journey summary to work. And then your journey summary, you can dictate via the topic AI editor, not topic AI editor, via the Gen AI editor. There's lots of AIs in the world now. You can say what you want it to see. So here we've got current position, patterns in sentiment, continuity statement as well. What we have at the top is also an ongoing real-time summary. So again, this is something with 25.4 you can customize the prompt for. So instead of it just being what you got out of the box, you can now put more information into this. So I've already edited mine so that it says the current sentiment of the conversation at the front. And at the bottom here, this call's only 23 seconds long, but it's already started badly. And with 25.4, the sentiment, real-time sentiment analysis, you can now have your own custom prompts for that. So we have custom prompts now for journey summary, for conversation summary, real time, and for our sentiment that's ongoing. For one thing that I would really love to see in the Gen AI editor and the Copilot editor, the Copilot editor, because Gen AI has it, is the ability to duplicate things and the ability to rename things. Those would just make life a little bit easier. But let's follow this customer through with where they're going. Let's click where we got to here. Now, at some point this went to positive, and we also have our process steps. So this is pulling from CXone Expert, but with Knowledge Hub, you could have a manner of different types of knowledge in there as well if you wanted to. We're just going to click through this. If you turn them on, and this is actually in your CXone Supervisor Global settings, you can see this kind of information as well. When the call ends, previously our auto summary would be shown in the outcome panel. With the latest updates, we can also place that into the panel here. I think depending on how many words you're using for it, so I think this is using a 200 word max, this actually presents it really concisely. What I would say here is, if you copy this and you can offer this, and you can have it in both if you want to. And it might be that there's a little bug here, and actually copying it in both is a good thing, because when you do open up the outcomes panel and copy it, if you then go back to auto summary, so if we do this and we have our outcomes panel, if you go back to it, it will be blank. So it's a bit weird. So you might just want to, in your Copilot profile, just have it copying on both. Here, we've got our rate our Copilot experience. So depending on what's been surfaced to the agent as they go through, you can say yes or no if you enjoyed something or not, if it was useful. So there you have it. That's an update to what Copilot for Agent can potentially look like now with the latest updates over the course of 2025 in CXone. There are other things that were due to be delivered as part of 25.4, I think, such as cards, which we haven't quite seen land in all BUs yet. So as they do, like and subscribe to this channel, and if we have an update, then you'll see that come back on Monday mornings and you'll find the latest update. Hopefully that was useful for you, and you can see the valuableness of Hopefully that was useful for you, and you can see the value that CXone Agent could bring. I would say now, even without knowledge, the amount of information you can give an agent in terms of what's going on in terms of sentiment and auto summarization is really useful. The other thing to note is your summarization here writes back through into things like interaction analytics. So well worth doing. Thank you very much for watching A Piece of CX.